What's up, you beauties? Welcome back to the HW Hockey YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into some recent comments made by Flyers head coach John Tortorella about Cam York's game and what he needs to do to improve. If you're a Flyers fan, you'll definitely want to hear this, so stick around. John Tortorella didn't hold back when talking about Cam York. He straight up said that York has been just average across all aspects of his game. That's not what you want to hear as a young defenseman trying to establish himself. Tortorella mentioned a few specific areas of concern, most notably Cam York's puck movement, his ability to close out plays, and his overall decision-making. These are all fundamentals for any defenseman, but especially crucial for someone like York, who's expected to be a reliable two-way player for the Flyers. Tortorella literally said he's been just average for me through all of his game. And when a coach like Torts labels your play as average, that should be a wake-up call. Let's get to the video from earlier this morning.
Movement of the puck, closing out, a litany of things. He has just been average for me through all of his game. His sight, and again, I know, his shoulder. I think that affected him. But if you're healthy and you're able to play, I just need to see it get better. I need to see improvement.
Could it be lingering from the...
You'll have to ask him. The trainers, the medical people haven't told me it's lingering. So, and I always tell the athletes, report your injuries so I can make the right call as far as how you're playing, what's going on in your game. No one's talked to me about it. So that's a question for Cam.
He also said at the time, back when he came back after the month, he was off for almost a month. It was like 13 games or something like that. He said it was the longest stretch of his career that he's ever missed such a considerable amount of time. I mean, how hard is that for maybe him to deal with missing so much time in his career when he hasn't done that before?
Especially for defensemen, it's hard. It's harder for defensemen because there's so many different reads and so many different. You're using your mind more than forwards because things are coming at you. So I understand that, but it's gone on too long. One of the biggest weaknesses we have is someone that can run it from the top. The structure is a 1-3-1. I have no problem with the structure. I think the man up top, and the two positions for me is the man up top that controls it, and I think Risto's our best because I think he settles things down. Right now he's the best. Eventually I hope he isn't. I hope someone else, maybe Jamie, steps up. I don't know. I don't know what happens. Even with my how I feel about him as a player right now, there are good things that happen in the game for him. It's not like every time he's out there he's awful. I just want to see it more consistently. I want to see him use his legs more consistently. He was one of our better players at just advancing the puck out of our end zone. And whether it be him just being a little bit too slow or the other teams just have good sticks, too many of them are being turned over. He's one of the best at getting us out. And when I say getting us out, it's not making a tape-to-tape play. It's a play up the board just to advance it by a forecheck to the next guy, and then we have our support and we're out. He struggles with that. One of our better defenders for quite a while in closing people out. Remember, I'll admit, when I sent him down, I tried to pick a fight with him when I sent him down. I was so upset with his camp. All right, and I think he went to Lehigh. He put the time in. I felt he had a chip on his shoulder coming back here, mainly at me. And I thought, and I've told you guys, I was so proud of him as far as where he brought his game to. There is no reason why I can't still look for that, and I'm going to continue to look for that.
Now, Torts did make an interesting point about the Flyers' power play. He admitted he doesn't have a problem with the structure, the classic 1-3-1 setup. Instead, the issue for Torts is execution, and the blame is mainly falling on the guy running things from up top. Torts is clear about what he wants, someone who can control the flow from up top and make smart decisions. Now, that is Cam York, but in my opinion, his flaw is that he just cannot get the puck to the goal. Tortorella mentions that guy has to be a difference maker, and that's not Cam York. Now, Tortorella even mentioned Rasmus Ristolainen as the best option right now for running the power play for the Flyers because of his ability to settle things down. But here's the thing. Torts openly admitted that he hopes Risto isn't the best long-term option and that he wants someone else to step up. Tortorella mentioned somebody like Jamie Drysdale who could fill that role. I thought his message was pretty clear in that he didn't mention Cam York, who he was just talking about a few minutes earlier. There's a massive opportunity here for somebody on the Flyers. They have a bunch of young D that can take over that power play spot. You would assume that Cam York would be in the mix, but he needs to start showing the offensive potential. And in my opinion, there are 3 players, potentially 4 if you want to include Sanheim, that can run a better power play than Cam York. And those players are Jamie Drysdale, Emil Andre, and right now, Rasmus Ristolainen. And if you want to toss Sanheim in there, you can. But I think Sanheim and York are in the same boat. Neither of them can get pucks to goal from the point. They can't create their own shots. A guy like Jamie Drysdale can create his own shots. And Emil Andre, in my opinion, is one of the more ideal quarterbacks for the power play. So what does this all mean for Cam York? It means he has to prove himself. Tortorella is giving him the opportunity, but he needs to step up. Improvement is the name of the game. Becoming more consistent, making better decisions, and owning the role from the top are all things York has to do. But it's not all doom and gloom. Tortorella is calling him out in a way as a challenge. And knowing the kind of player that York is, or at least Flyers fans think he is, he's probably going to take on that challenge head on. Now, I may do a future video of Cam York, who is an RFA this offseason, and is going to want big money. If you guys have listened to our podcast, you know that Cam York is looking for big money this summer. First pair D, big money this summer. Should he get it? Is he a top pair defenseman in the NHL? Let me know what you guys think. Is Cam York going to step up and take control of the power play role? Or is he going to stay stuck in the average category? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We'll see you next time on HW Hockey. Bye-bye.